was legit late for that exam paper. I'm looking at the time. Time is running out, bruh. And worst part is that I couldn't even see the instructions on the board because there was a glare on the board. So I can't actually see what the instructions are in terms of which questions we should skip just in case some of the questions are not relevant to the paper, you know. Kanti, I'm struggling with the question that's not relevant to the paper. Kabanga dog. The teacher had already written on the board, skip question 2 because we hadn't done such a question in English literature. So I'm like, what the heck? I only realized a few minutes before the paper is about to end. Kabanga, I've been struggling on this question. I know.
Clapback. I got time today, I'm finna clap back.
What's up, Clapback Nation? It's your boy Kutlwano Seloane Maota, aka Clapback Studies, baby. Thank you for clicking on this video. You feel me? You've clicked on a story time video where I'm going to be talking about how I went through the worst exam experience of my life. You know, the worst exam paper, the worst day in my high schooling. Because everything just went south. You know, everything just went south. Let's go. Okay, so basically, the story starts off with my mom's car not starting. You know, like my dad was trying to make sure it's operating, checking the engine, the stuff. You know, it's not working. Somehow, it's early in the morning and I'm writing a 9 a.m. paper. So I'm like, yo, what am I gonna do, manje? Because at that time, I think it was like 8:30. I'm writing at 9 and the trip to school is about a 40-minute drive, you feel me? So I was still gonna make it on time if we could at least get the car to work, you feel me? But we're trying all options. It's not going. Oh, I am panicking now. But luckily, basically we have somebody that goes to the same school, to my school, but it's this other Tswana that's in crèche, you know, like grade 1 or something like that. So my mom knows his mom, and basically we called them and asked them if they had left, and they hadn't. So I had to walk to this kid's house, walk all the way there to his house, and then they weren't even done. I'm like, oh, this kid. So basically this kid woke up late as well. Like, why? I'm waiting outside so that they can get going, you know. So it's legit like 20 to 9. It's legit 20 to 9, and the trip to school is like a 30-minute drive. Like, let's go. But anyway, we got going finally, and guess what? There was traffic on the, I think it's the N1 highway on the way to school. Oh, kabanga dog, kabanga. But luckily, we were still able to get out of the traffic by moving through, you know, maneuvering and also going through the yellow line, you know, like a taxi driver. If you live in South Africa, you know that taxi drivers, they drive on the yellow lane. It's basically preserved for them, you know. So we also took that lane and we were going there. And luckily I got there at around 5:09. So I was late, but at least it was like 5 past. I got into the school gate, you know, I'm rushing to the classroom, running, you know, I'm pacing legit because I can see that I'm late. So now I'm legit panicking, dude. I'm stressing. I'm like, yo, dude, am I even gonna be allowed to even ride, you know, before I'm even arriving at the exam venue, which is we were writing in this other classroom, which is on the other side of the school. So I'm also running. I'm trying to get there as quickly as I can, and it was like 9:09, and luckily the teacher was cool with me writing, because normally they wouldn't let you write if you're arriving late, but it was only because my mom had sent a message to the principal to tell the principal that our car was having problems, hence Kutlwano was gonna be late for the exam paper. So luckily I got to write, and I was just happy. I was like, oh, at least the teacher spoke to me like, no, we understand, you can write. And she was like, calm down, you know, because like legit, when I'm sitting down on the paper, I'm shaking. I'm writing my name, trying to get everything right. It's just, excuse my brother, that he's walking around. I don't know why he's walking around here, but yeah, whatever. So I'm legit writing the paper now, but I'm shaking, bro. And my teacher saw this. We were writing a chemistry paper. My teacher saw this, and she's like, "No, calm down, don't stress. We will still give you an extra 10 minutes. We understand your situation, you know." So now I'm breathing, you know, I'm drinking some water. I'm like, okay, let me relax. Relax, breathe. Then started the paper. I think it was a good paper. That paper went well. I was writing, you know, it went well. I was doing grade 10, so the chemistry wasn't that hectic, you know. Writing went well. And then we were also writing another paper. This is the English paper. That's the one that went south. You feel me? Because we had a 30-minute break after the chemistry paper to just eat, relax, nyana, you know. And because it was English, I was even relaxing, you know, me and my boys, Abu Aman and them, you know, we just kicking the ball around and we just relaxing, because we know that, Joe, you know, it's English literature, you know, no stress. Until one of the girls came to us, because as the gents we were just playing soccer, you know, majority of the gents we weren't taking it serious, and one of the hands comes to us and she's like, "Guys, why are you guys chilling outside? Don't you know that this paper's like 1 hour 15 minutes?" I'm like, hey, 1 hour 15 minutes for an English paper? How, Waju? How? Now I'm actually starting to panic, and we're actually starting to panic. We're like, guys, no, what's going on? We didn't actually know it's 1 hour 15 minutes, because I mean, at that time, you know, I didn't take English that serious, you know. I mean, I only took the business studies serious. I took the chemistry, the physics serious, you know. So English, you know, we weren't that serious. We didn't even check the scope, Uguti, how long the paper will be. So now we're panicking. We're asking the girls there, like, okay, what's gonna be in the paper, guys? And they're telling us it's comprehension. It's also a long essay that you have to write in the paper. Oh, we're panicking now, and it's time to go in. So there's no time to actually prepare ourselves anymore. Legit. Okay, so we finally got into the exam paper, a bit stressed, but I was like, it's English, you know, it's just comprehension, poetry, and then an essay. Then you done, dog, you done. But as I'm writing this paper, man, it's hectic, nyana. It's hectic, you know, it's really hectic. And I'm stressing, you know. But I didn't actually see that there was something that was written on the whiteboard that we have to skip certain questions because we didn't learn about them in the English literature term 1 and term 2 times, you know. So I'm like, I didn't see it because I'm actually sitting at the corner of the exam venue, and the whiteboard, there was like sun coming in, so it created a bit of a glare, you know, so I really couldn't see what was on the whiteboard, you know. And as I'm going through this, I'm panicking, I'm stressing, you feel me, like, like it was so bad, dude. I skipped some of the questions, got to the essay, finally wrote the essay, I was done, then went back, and then finally one of the teachers went to one of the students asking a question, and the student was asking about one of the questions I was struggling with, and the teacher then said out loud that, guys, skip question 2, question 4, question banbani. I'm like, Kante, why are you telling this now? Why are you telling us this now? You feel me? But then she pointed out that, guys, I remember I wrote this on the whiteboard. You guys must pay attention. I'm like, yo, guys, I didn't see that. I would have spent less time on that. I would have skipped those stuff a long time ago. Eish. Hi, you feel me? But anyway, yeah, I finally did whatever, you know, I got done, you know, and I was done. I was happy that, you know what, I'm done with this paper. I'm done writing this paper. It went bad, but yeah, I learned a lot, you know. I learned that you are actually supposed to make sure that you focus on asking questions, you know, before the exam paper. Ask how long this exam paper is gonna be. Ask questions while you're writing the paper, that, ma'am, I'm struggling with this. Is this did we actually learn about this, you know? So Yeah, it was a learning curve. I learned my lesson that, you must, be diligent students. But it was the worst day ever. Hey, it was the worst day because I arrived late. The chemistry went well, but I was late. I was panicky. I didn't even know that I would do well in it, which I didn't do so great in it. Even the English, I did bad in it later on when I got the results, weeks later and stuff. I was like, oh, I had the worst day of my life, Yeah, that's the end of this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Please do give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the story time. It was just a funny one of my worst exam experience. Please do check out the videos that are popping up on the screen right now. You feel me? Check them out and please do subscribe.